Does that work? It looks like it almost works, perhaps. It could work. We'll just have to find out then. Microphone? 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 Whoa! Microphone! Welcome to a very competent stream that I definitely didn't just decide on a whim to do. Yep. Nice and functional in this house. Let's maybe give it a title so that it can be found. Care to keep me company while I work on art school applications. There we go. Excellent. Now we can actually work on this. What a delight. So right now, actually let's zoom out so you can actually see what we're doing. Doesn't look like much for the moment, but we're trying. Let's get rid of that. We're trying to make a character sheet for Joan, along with other things that well, maybe we'll close some of these. It's not very helpful to have 2 billion things open at once. Yeah, let's close these. Nope, don't save that. Nope, don't say that. This can stay open. That can stay open. This can stay... Yeah, okay. Now we can work. Delightful. Hypothetically, I could have background music, but I don't really know how yet. And I don't know what music we could have. So you're just gonna have to listen to your own music, and I'll listen to mine. It'll be a fun little tandem listening party. I'm gonna murder everyone if the message in click is, yeah, devastating. Delightful. Excellent. Very cool. Very nice. Very cool. Glad to know that I'm streaming live to Logbog, his living room. Wonderful. Where did my file go? I needed that. Here it is. We've got too many screens open. You only get to see one though. On the other screen we've just got a big old doc with information about Joan and the story and the everything. So we're just gonna note that down. We'll try to decide what goes here. Oh, that's the wrong color. We want it to be this color. I want it to be smaller so that the text looks nicer. Let's go in. Hypothetically, I could go and redo all of this with, you know, text tools instead of just my handwriting, but that's fine. Let's see. Diplomat of the group. Musical. Musician. Musician. Fledgling mage. I'd love to hear what anyone else is working on as well. That would be very delightful. Because then it's like we're working together, not like I'm working all alone, which maybe would help getting anything done. Would be a delight if that was the case. Last time I streamed, I got a fair bit done. And so the theory here is that I will get more done if I'm streaming. Or at least I'll have more fun getting it done. So we'll find out if that's the case. Actually, which should we work on? This can close because I didn't need it. I just was pulling something from it. We could work on this one. Painting is yours and you are its. Or we could work on Joan's character sheet. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Unknown. We'll find out. We'll find out. Flip a coin. Coin could be flipped. Joan, maybe? Okay. That's an opinion. I'll take an opinion. We'll do Joan. I just need someone to stop me from flipping through everything I could be working on and just instead work on one. And so that's what we need today. Joan's here. We could line this, or we could sketch the rest of the things. I want to do a headshot, a couple more headshots around with different expressions, and then over here is like a turnaround so we can see her from all the angles. I did want to do 2 poses, but I'm not sure how exactly I can fit that in here, because we've got enough for... I mean, I could remove that and put the headshots like there, and then have another pose kind of there. Could work, or could remove those, move this over to here, and have another pose there. That's probably the better move. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Put that on low opacity to remind me what we're doing. Where are we? Oh, we were working on... We'll start by putting in the lines we need for a turnaround. Let's actually move you over here. Have the front view on this side. I like having the front view there. Yeah, of course you can ask what program I'm using. I'm using Clip Studio Paint, which has quickly become my favorite program to work in, because it has like all of the versatility of Photoshop, but none of the horrible abyss of Photoshop. I much prefer it. Put a little box. That's our main height. And then here, let me go put a color up here, just so I don't lose that color. No problem. Happy to answer. Yellow? Yeah, we can use yellow. Yellow will be at her shoulders height and her waist height. And her hips are about there. Hips and hands. And her knees. Is it just under her knees or just over her knees? Her knees are like there on this one. And so it's a little bit off. We'll have to repair it. She's a little bit evenly spaced, I'm seeing. And that might be a problem for our character design, but it's not my problem today. That's for later me. No, this is a character sheet. It should be today's problem, but I don't want it to be. So we'll fix it later. Her actual head ends there-ish. Yeah. Okay. And then her fingertips. Awesome. Oh, right. I just emptied this. There we are. Awesome. Now, we have to draw a turnaround. Let's see. So we've got our front. What layer is that? Buzz off. There it is. Let's turn that off for now. We've got our front pose. Where am I? Ah. Wait, maybe we'll put them in folders and then it will be less just horrific to navigate my files. Excellent. So, how many do we want? We have room for like 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, Remy. Hi, Remy. Hello, Mr. Legitimus. We're drawing a turnaround. A turnaround in the Bigglewee stream. Ah, Nathan! I should have known this is what happens when you turn on a stream. All of your friends, they come and they harass you. Delightful. Excellent. Where are we? I could do a back one. Let's just do a back one really quick by cheating. I love to cheat. We'll just duplicate this. And then we'll flip it. It's Legitimus from Legitimus! Nope, that's the whole file. We didn't want to flip the whole file. We just wanted to flip the layer. Can I not do that? Yeah, okay, of course I can. Logbug is also kind of here. Not really. This is what we call reduce, reuse, recycle. I don't even know if this is going to be colored or not, or if I just want it to be a sketch. Yeah, streaming time! Welcome to Bigglewee's stream. Only the best of content goes in Bigglewee's streams. Only the most competent of content. Only the most brilliant of streaming happens in Bigglewee's streams. We just erase the bow. And we flip which way the arms are going. I've been good. How are you? How are you doing on this fine day? I haven't been able to make any content because I don't have any brain. But other than that, we're fine. Look, now she's facing the other way. How brilliant. How wonderful of this. I do probably want to fix her hair, but I don't want to. Homework time. Love to see it. We'll just work together and then time will go faster and the work will go faster and it'll be great. No, no line, just buttons. There we are. Now we have it backward. Oh wait, I did want to... Okay, that's not what I wanted. Her arms do need to go backwards too. Because she's kind of holding them backwards. This is for applications, but hypothetically, I'm trying to trick myself into thinking it's for fun, but it's definitely for applications. Hypothetically, I'll be able to finish a full application and apply, but also, no, I won't. No, I won't. There's no time to finish an application in the next 2 weeks. That's absurd. Let's see. Her design's mostly symmetrical, so I could get away with just 1/2 of the turn. And I think that's what I have room for. That's true. The fun is in making my characters. And I do love to do that. I love Joan. And I love to draw Joan. And I started on a Marlin one somewhere around here. But I might have deleted it because I didn't like it. I wanted to start on Joan because I was having more fun drawing her than the others for the moment. Yeah. Hi! Welcome to Bigglewee's stream. And then we need a side one kind of right in the middle there. And her face is like... They're always right here, running around in my brain. Constant. Oh, wait, her nose is like... Oh wait, I should have... Yeah, let's add more lines for the face. Let's get an itty-bitty little red one. Well, oh, that's not my box tool. Yes. Eyes, eyebrow. Mouth, nose. Yeah, okay, that looks about right. Now we have enough. Let's turn that down. Yeah, okay. Or maybe I could sketch in the same pen as I drew this in. Did I? I don't know. Let's put it back. We'll keep sketching in this. And then we need to put the ears. I always end up with the facial features like shifting around in my turnarounds, like where they're just not where they're supposed to. But this time we're going to try extraordinarily hard to keep it nice and consistent so that it looks functional. And then her hat is like... I'm always right here, just never making content. Hopefully I can pull it together to make more content. The pandemic has not been a content-making time. Because I really do miss making content. I really like interacting with people about it. Nope, that's not how chests work. Where would it be? Why is she her proportions this way? This is my character Joan. She used to be named Mesa if you've seen older sketchbook tours, but her name is Joan now. And yeah, she's 4 cycles. I'm not sure what I've referred to anything as because it all just lives in my brain. Yeah, I draw them in my sketchbooks all the time, and they're the same characters that are always in the sketchbook tours. I'm doing pretty okay. As best as you can in a pandemic, global pandemic. I hope everyone else has been doing pretty okay too. I could maybe flip through current sketchbook a little bit, because I do have a nice webcam right now, like down shooter. And I haven't gotten to use it very much. I wanted to stream with it, and then I got super distracted. Where are her arms? Her arms would be like there. I'm so glad that you find them fun to look at. I've recently kind of went through all of them, and it was really fun and weird to look at those videos again and at those sketchbooks again. I look back at my sketchbooks pretty often, but I haven't looked back at the videos. And it's just so interesting to like hear my voice in all those different moments and hear what I was talking about. This is Clip Studio Paint, which has quickly become my favorite program to use. Highly, highly recommend. But as well, like with the pandemic, I'm so glad you love them. With the pandemic, I like didn't get to see any of the friends that I used to. And so they were just kind of trapped in my sketchbooks over there. And so I look through them and I go, oh, my boys, where have they gone, my boys? Clip Studio Gang! The best program? The only program? Yes. Why proportions hard? Why drawing hard? Why drawing proportions hard? It just has to go like that. Yeah, no LARPing. This is true. At least I can make a new costume. And I definitely have. I've got a whole new guy. He's all silly. He's all ghosty, except he'll scream at you if you call him a ghost. But he definitely is. Designing characters is hard. I kind of like design them in a really roundabout way. Let me see. I really like to figure out, actually, if I think about it, I do figure out super key things first, but I'm not sure how I do it, because if I look at the characters I've had a long time, they're still super identifiable from, like, beginning to end. Let's actually open something. Let's go on a tour. Let's go on an exploration of my beautiful files. Let's go find... Excuse you, please load. Maybe I could find like a really early... I really like to define their shapes and silhouettes, as well as like color blocking first. But I don't really do it in a conscious way, so I'm not sure how to advise. But maybe if we go back and we look, I could come up with some good words. It's like they're just growing up on their own and I'm translating it. Let's find a really old Elliot. Oh god, that is a quite old Elliot. But let's go deeper. Yeah, okay. Funnily enough, this was Elliot's first iteration, and it won't help us in the conversation about designing characters, but I just wanted to show you. This is Elliot, second iteration, when I had first come up with him. And he looked like this, and his name was Savan, and oh goodness, it was ridiculous. But the iteration right after this is when he starts actually kind of looking like Elliot. Yeah, and I think I renamed him right about there. No, he was still Savan right here, but then he was Elliot. Nonetheless, like right there. I don't think Elliot's very helpful here, actually. I guess I, like, identify things that I want for the character, so for, like, Elliot... He's so old! Elliot, it was like, I want him to be... Nope, that won't help me. We just need my nice mono pen. Wiggle lore! Wiggle lore! Designing is crazy hard. Pretty much what I do is like figure out base traits I want. I wanted Elliot to be lanky. Well, that's a mix of capital and lowercase. That's fine though. I wanted him to have red, swooshy hair. And in this iteration, I wanted him to be a little bit more theatrical. Like his mannerisms were gonna be like kind of broad and silly. Like they feel like that. And I've kind of recently brought him in more into a more nervous posture, but it's very like it's still in there. He goes from like, oh, inward nervous to like, ah, outward, ah, very quickly when he's comfortable. I wonder if that... I'm not sure Elliot is really the best one because he's the one I have the hardest time with. Like, I know what he looks like, but I don't know what he wears. Because, like, this... Where did it go? This is Elliot now. And a completely different boy, but, like, still in there. He's still there. He's just completely different. But let's see. Maybe... I think Alexander might actually be the best one to look at. Let's see if I can find... Alexander's weird because he's a LARP character, and so I was thinking of costuming first. But since I'm a character designer at heart, quite the boy, it came from character design into costume design. Okay, I don't have any... I think this is the earliest one I have on here, but you can't see his outfit very well, so we're gonna go grab this one instead. I know! He's so much! He's changed quite a bit! Okay, but this is Alexander. And in his first iteration... Actually, I'm sorry, Dion, but you have to go. I need to be able to paste Alexander now in over. No, just don't mind me. I know how to work my drawing program. That's, yep, I know what I'm doing. In the realm of it, like Elliot and everyone in Cycles, I changed them a lot, mostly because the story developed and I basically reallocated the personality traits. And so if I go back over here, Marlon has all of the theatricality now. He gets the like chaotic extroversion that Elliot used to have, and I think it makes a lot more sense for his character than it did Elliot. Elliot just kind of felt like a hodgepodge of traits I wanted somewhere in the story but didn't know where to put, and so I've put them in better locations instead of forcing Elliot to be everything. And now Elliot can actually be a character who can stand on his own. But yeah, here's Alexander. When I made him, I wanted him to express very bold, very bardic, and very colorful, but not overkill. And so what we went for, we picked kind of a palette that he's also a character that, like, he traveled a lot in his life. He was constantly moving, always on the move, always in a kind of like plains biome. And so I wanted something that felt like grass and like flowers. And so that's where his color palette kind of came in with the yellow, green, orange, red, pink. Why? I just want it to erase nicely instead of terribly. And very youthful, very silly. And I liked this color block I had, where his shapes basically could be simplified down to this. Like, that is what he's made out of. He's very downward drooping triangle shapes, which gives him kind of a softness. A softness and like a naivety. And then I'm going to pull out a current Alexander, which isn't going to work very well because I don't have a good drawing of the actual one. I went through... so we started here. We started very childish, very woodland, very silly. And as this character's grown up and kind of gone through the plot stuff that he's gone through, he's now currently like a little bit of a ghost. Just, you know, kind of a ghost. Through various problems, but also he's grown a lot. He's a more serious character-ish now, and I went through like a ton of different iterations trying to do this upgrade, trying to sharpen him a little. And I think this was like before he turned into a ghost, there was an update design, which was going to look like this, which kept basically all of the pieces I had, which is the bright, the grass, the flowers, the color blocking with the belt. Oh, and this gorgeous jacket. I'm so excited about it. It's not going to look like this anymore, but it's still present. But then, he super died and is a ghost now. And I realized I wanted to lean way harder into being a wizard. And so, like, through that, I'm not in love with these designs anymore. But through that, I considered, like, a color change. There we are. Because his skin is gray, his hair is gray. It's white right now, but in this iteration it was gray. And I wanted to give him a little bit more sharpness and a little bit more there. Darkness and a little bit more wizard, like powerful wizard Gandalf, rather than, oh, I'm silly little magician. I'm a little child magician man. And that's fun. I think we had that here. But it didn't quite have what I wanted. And I was like, this felt like too far of a departure. It's still there, I could still do it, but it's like it's a pretty big leap. Thank you. I'm glad you think I have good touch with color blocking. I'm not sure where it came from, but it's here. I just like seeing nice shapes. And I'm not sure what defines a nice shape, but I know it when I see it. Maybe we'll have to sketch the current actual Alexander. Or maybe I'll just pull a picture of him. Yeah, we'll pull a picture of him. Give me 1 second. We'll hunt down a photo of him currently, because I feel like this settled in better with character design, and it has... I want to compare and contrast the original Alexander with now, because I think it shows, can help explain what I'm looking for when I'm designing characters, and how I can express character through design. So if we can grab this quickly... Yeah, there we are. Hey, come on, let me drag it over, please. Okay, well, that's working. Where do we have it? Well, there we are. We have him over here. This is what he's resulted into. He's not quite this gray in actuality, but this painting has it. But you can see that we've changed the things, and he's still got red and green, but it feels different now. Here we are, there's my image. Let's go paste it right up here. Please? Oh, I disconnected the keyboard. We can't paste with that. Let's paste over here. There we go. This is what he's looking like right now. And I'll quickly sketch Here, I'll just put a white background on here and then I don't have to scream every time I accidentally erase anything. Because you won't notice, it'll be fine. Whoopsie. Yes, this will do. This will do nicely. There we are. Okay, so now he looks like this. That's a sketch in black. Like a reasonable guy. So now he's got the same kind of blocking. And it will be shifting because I'm making him a gambeson, but he doesn't have it yet. But he's got the same shapes. And he's got almost the same colors. But because of the sleeves and stuff, he's got a... With the sleeves, he's got a much sharper silhouette. He's got some angles in him now, which I think helps with... Here. Making him feel a little more serious, a little more off-kilter. He's also got a little bit pointier boots, which also helps with his silhouette, and his pants are shorter. And because of these changes, he's perceived differently despite being pretty clearly the same character. It's like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if any of this is making sense. Let me know. But it's pretty much just like defining what you'd like the character to be. So like on this side, I wanted him to be happy, bright, bardic, and emulate grass in the wind and flowers. Grass, flowers. And so from that, he gets kind of like a childlike wonder. And this sketch doesn't do us too much justice, but because of the changes, he's got the dark... Here, let's color it in real quick. He's got dark pants now. We've shifted around where the colors were in his design. And we've removed some. He doesn't have much green. We've basically picked new dominant colors. But is it still the same guy? Just a little more grown. Where do we have a white? There we have a white. Like shifting the dominant color palette to this white, orange, red, black already makes him feel a little more dangerous, a little more wizardly. It also takes him away from being childlike and puts him in like whimsical, but in a like Jim Henson Labyrinth way, rather than in a Muppets or Sesame Street way. Me going on a tangent into not at all working on applications? No, definitely not. Definitely not. We are working functionally, yes. Nonetheless, he's got the same pieces, but they are being put together in a very different way, and I think it comes through in what you want it to do. I feel like I'm repeating myself because I don't know how to communicate, but that's fine. We're doing great. I hope that almost helps a little bit. Let's put that in there. We are working on something important. This is important. And it's fun. I'd like to practice explaining myself more, which is why I jumped into this, is I really like teaching and explaining, and I feel like I almost have functional words, but we really need to, like, work through them to get to what I'm trying to say. Anyway. Feels a little more menacing now. So on this side, we're trying to go for hiding something. Denial. Still bardic, still bold. But no longer are we kind of leaning on grass and flowers, except for a little bit. We have a little bit of grass flowers in here. But it's more like a memory of grass and flowers than it was present. Because I find it so silly that I don't think about these things when I do them, but like he still does have exactly the same color blocked shapes, despite every piece in this costume being a different article of clothing, like a new article of clothing. I find that very fun. There we are. Bardic, bold. He's still in there, but you're not really sure. It's kind of like a husk of what he had been. He's also still got the pink around, but instead of being just that, it's made of tattered strips, and I found that really fun. And that helps add to the sense that this is kind of a husk of what he had been. I don't know. I feel like I've almost explained something. Lila, does that make any sense? Does that help? I don't know. We're having a good time. Yeah. But it's basically just like figuring out these key things you want to communicate with the character, whether that is abstract like this one, because it was designed as a costume, has to go on my body, has to go on my shape, so I can't include things like, oh, I want them to be lanky. I want them to be this shaped, because I'm just me shaped. Whereas like on Elliot, I can be like, I want him to be lanky and willowy. I want him to look like he could blow over in a gust of wind. Or with like Joan, where is she? I wanted her to feel more sturdy, but still active. And with Marlin, I wanted him to feel like a star. I want him to feel star-shaped. Things like that. I don't know. It's basically just like finding a list of the things you want to express and finding shortcuts to express them. Some people will give you examples of ways you can express them, and that's what shape language is. That's where they're like, ooh, circles, soft and sweet. Squares are sturdy and strong, and triangles are sneaky and unpredictable. And that's all true. That's good shorthand, but it is very, very limited. And in practice, you will be making up your own shorthand that makes the most sense for you. Designing with meaning in mind will inform your designs, whether you notice it or are actively looking at, actively working with rules in mind or not. And as long as you kind of have it in mind and have each feature, when you're designing, you're thinking of like, what do I want to express? Does this express that? Or is it not contributing? And if you limit the things that aren't contributing, you'll get stronger designs. Anyway, that's Wigglebee's masterclass on character design in approximately however long this was. Ta-da! Now, I suppose I have to draw Joan again. I'm not sure how to draw her from the side. Well, I do, but I don't know how to draw it like this pose. It doesn't feel very nice. "10 to 15 minutes is a good masterclass length, for sure. Yeah, we'll redo this in a moment, but it's the thought that counts. Perhaps I could get my words more in order and I could make a video about it. It's one of the most requested videos I've seen. I've gotten kind of regularly scheduled DMs from all sorts of people being like, hey, how do you design characters? And I'm like, I don't know. But if I could try to like pull my thoughts together, I might teach myself something in the process too. Side profile! My nemesis! But 3/4 is fine. I like 3/4. This is gonna be a challenge, because I've got to do like 3 sheets like this, so I want to try to like go as fast as possible so that I can actually get it done. But then I like second guess myself and I'm like, let's redo the entire thing. Sounds like a plan. Let's go. So I've just gotta like quit that. Yes, our bestie 3/4 view. Absolute adoration for our bestie 3/4 view. Maybe I should send a link to the stream in places that I know people would be interested. That would maybe be nice. Yes, let's put that here. Right here we put. Yes, we put. Excellent. Now we can return to the plot. I don't know. More people in this party. feel like streams are often quite small like this, and that's lovely. I like it like this. Because we can just chat, and it can be a grand old time. Is it equivalent to a Discord call? Yes. But do I get interrupted? No. Big pro over Discord calls. There we are. That's like kind of it. That's, well, their hand, wow, no, bring us back there. Thank you. Excellent. Perfect. Hands have to reach all the way down here. See, this is where I get lost in the sauce. It's like I know how to draw things that look good, but I only know shortcuts. Yeah, it's really nice like this. I think it's a good way to return. It's less intimidating than making a whole video. I'm half-heartedly hoping I can do more streams, because I've really liked the stream format. It's just like fun and chill. Oh, what was I saying? I only know shortcuts. I don't know how to make it like concrete. Hypothetically, I know. In my brain, I know how to make it concrete. I know how to make it the same shapes every time. But my hands don't know how to do that every time. And so I just have to like do and redo it 2,000 times. I guess it would be like closer together and be more like that. I don't know. Yeah, I really like joining like other streamers drawing because it's just like chill. It's like we're working together and there's no obligation to feel like, oh, we have to talk or I have to uphold conversation. It's just like we're working together and I'm not alone doing whatever horrible project I'm trying to do. It might be convenient to have drawn a different front view that didn't feel so flat, but that's cool. It's fine like this. I'll just do like 3 passes and then eventually it'll look proper. That's pretty much my entire tactic, is just if it doesn't look good, do it again until it does. And if that means scrapping the whole thing 5-6 times, that's what happens. Oh, her head's off. Let's move it. Big fan of the quotes around big ah. Yeah, it's good to just chill. And then I terribly work better when narrating, and so usually I just like drag my brother in, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna narrate to you while I do this, and you're gonna tell me if it's good or not, and then he like zones out, and I'm just here narrating just like this. This one looks so sad. She looks like she's going, We'll have to fix that, but we'll leave it there for now. We'll try our other bestie back 3/4 view. There we go. I still really want to finish a VTuber design, but I haven't managed it, and I think that's just because I don't know how... I don't know what kind of avatar I want to look like. Like, a VTuber is me, or it could be an avatar, but I don't know how I want to be perceived. Being perceived is tricky. Maybe I could do some streams like working on it, and then I could get some input on what it should look like and how it's reading. That would be fun. I'll probably do that. Where's the leg? The leg is like... What? Wait, what? Leg here, leg there, leg... Oh, I have to switch these? Well, that doesn't make sense. Oh, I see. I'm doing this wrong. Let's flip this the right way around. Much better. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Facing the right direction? Nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to redo these. I'm not sure. They're all wobbly. This is the character sheet I'm basing the whole thing off of, and I really like the turnaround I had. Ah, come back. Because it feels like almost consistent enough to work. And it's pretty cute. Yeah. What shall we do to fix this, is the question. Probably have to just redo the front pose. Yeah, it looks way more lively. This one looks kind of sad and stiff. Okay, we will redo the front pose. Let's do it in a bright color so I can see where we are, and maybe I'll reference the... Oh no, reference sheet time! Good luck! It's only mildly hellish. I'll just reference the proportions from this one, because I really like this drawing of Joan. It feels pretty good. Oh, I did draw a nice Joan in my sketchbook. Let me go grab that, and maybe we can use that pose. Here we are. Much better. And then I might be able to turn on a camera, show you guys the sketchbook side of it, if that had any any interest to you guys. Let's see. Ah! Don't fall. Stay right here. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely need to reference the sketchbook when I move on to Marlin's sheet. Because I have some good Marlins in here. Okay, well, we'll put that down for now. Would anyone else like to say hi? I see we have a couple people lurking. Hand over the sketchbook! Okay, then maybe we will. But we'll take one moment to get this sketched out, and then we can do that, because we already went on too long of a tangent. So first we must do sketches that are needed, and then we can do a fun little sketchbook preview. I wanted to have like I want a little more lively of a pose, because like that one was very stiff, very straight. It works there. And maybe she'll smile. We'll have her smiling. 'Cause that's better. That makes it happier. Next time maybe I'll have made like an overlay so I can be a proper streamer. That would be nice. I'm still not sure on this dress. Like, I really like it when I draw it in motion like this. But I'm not sure what it's doing for us exactly. The setting is like hypothetically early. It's like early 1900s, 1920s-ish. It's like past Victorian, mostly Edwardian and 1920s inspired, so like it has a steampunk energy, but like neither of those eras had puffy skirts like this, and so I'm not certain on it, but I don't know what else I'd like her in. I really like the puffy skirt, but I'm not sure how to draw it very well, and I don't love it when it's just still. Probably just have to like look at a lot of Lolita reference, and then I'll know how to draw it, and it'll be lovely. More brought down, still volume, kind of like that. That actually makes sense, because then it would puff out when it's moving into the size that I like to draw it in, but it would be more reasonable right here. Joan is quite an odd character. I love her. I really want to capture like masculine energy while wearing feminine clothes. Like, for her, I'm not sure how to... Maybe we could have a hand on the hip. I would like her to be doing something with her hand so that it doesn't... I think that's part of what made it look so static over here. So maybe she'll be like... have one hand up here. There we are. That kind of works better. Just makes it a little more lively. I'm not sure why I insist on sketching on top of everything else, but this is the eternal process. This is always what happens. There is no other way to sketch. There is only on top of everything else. Then her hips would be there. Maybe I could pull a pose from... no, that won't do. It does look like we have new viewers, so I just want to say hello and welcome to our stream. We're having a grand old time. It's a little bit incompetent and a little bit silly, but that's what you've come to expect from this channel, and if you haven't come to expect this, then I'm not sure you're in the right place. Right now we're working on a character sheet for Joan Gillette for college applications, but also for me. Sadly, no music, so you'll just have to listen to your own. I'd also love to hear what anyone else is working on. It makes it feel less lonely in here. Because then we're like working together. We're all working together. Yeah. Oh, hi, Fern. Let's see. Where would her hair be here? It would be like there. New character concepts. What for what characters? I am in love with the sheer delay we have in this. Ooh, organizing character roster. That seems good stuff too. That seems like excellent stuff to do. Ooh, Hero OC Thumper. What kind of character are they? I'm not sure how to draw her legs. I feel like I forgot how to draw legs. Old characters, new concepts, new funky color characters? I don't remember this, but my memory is very flimsy. So I'm sorry. I'll go and look and see what there is. Let's see. Knees? I don't like knees. I'm gonna disown knees. Then she's got her little boots. Yeah, little boots. I feel like she's very, like, same. Yeah, all of her shapes are pretty equal. Not sure what to do about that. Bunny themed hero with big boots? Oh, that's so good! Seems like a delightful character. Maybe I could find more drawings of Joan, and that could help us. This is part of the reason I really want a nice character sheet, is that currently I just rely on opening every drawing I've ever done of a character. No, don't fall down. That's fine, you can stay there then. Where's Joan? Where would Joan be? Nope, not gonna find any more nice ones in here. How helpful. How helpful. Very cool. Oh, right. Yes, yes, the Slice of Life comic. Oh, that's exciting. I can't wait to hear more about that. Oh, I love making OCs with a group. That's awesome. And yeah, Joan is the wonderful, responsible one of the group. The only one with a level head. And she doesn't even have a level head. Well, there we are. I think that's much closer to the right shape for her. And she's got the little... There we are. I think that's a much nicer face. Much more personality, gives a little bit more oomph to the pose. That'll make for a much better turnaround. I'm not certain, but perhaps. Maybe we'll back up just a smidge. She still needs really large eyes. Oh wait, I do have this drawing of her. Let's open that one. I don't love it anymore, but it is there and it is finished. Yeah. One moment. I return. My dearest brother has made food, and so I will be fed. This is wonderful. What a wonderful time. But yeah, we got Elliot and Joan. I really wanted this. I really want to practice like finishing illustrations, and this was an experiment in that, and I don't love it, but I did declare it finished, and that's an accomplishment in itself. But I wanted to see how her little hat thing worked. Okay, we can close all of the Alexanders now. No more Alexander cluttering up everything here. This one can stay. Yeah, this one can stay. Elliot can go. Savon can go. This one stays. This one stays. Cool. I almost think that this one could be a better main one, because this one, or I could just fix this one, make it proper. Mostly her feet. I want them to look more right, more sturdy, less dainty. Yeah, okay. That's all I need. It's just to make them a little less dainty, and then I'll feel fine about them. There we are. I think that's a successful one. We can have a little turnaround with it. Do the little dress. There we are. That's like mostly Joan. And it looks a little older now when I'm not committing to have it be like full cupcake poof. But it can still puff out like this when in movement, and so that's much more appealing. That makes me happy. Thank you for noticing that and suggesting it. There we are. Wanted a little more down, a little more out. Yeah, okay. Her neck is a little bit long, so let's bring that in. Right there, I think is the proper Joan. But it would be a little taller because this one's leaning and would be a little shorter. Cool. So I think that's our successful sketch there. I'm not sure what her shoes look like, but that's fine too. So we're going to copy this one so that I don't lose the original here. And then do we want to do... Yeah, we do want to do the turnaround on a separate file so that I can move it in rather than drawing it all here small. Let's make that bigger. Nice and humongous. Perfect. Because then I can also have a nice file with it all separate in the right size. Yeah, that's the right way of doing things. Let's get this. Maybe we'll do blue for the lines. Yeah, that'll work. Pull down. Maybe we'll make a... I haven't mastered Clip Studio Paint yet, but I want to guide. Yeah, that's exactly what I want, actually. That's the hat guide. Perfect. Excellent. This is much better. That's where the knees are. That's where the heel is, and that's where the toes are. Actually, let's remove the toes one. I'll do hand, shoulder. Yeah, okay. Do that there. And now, let's draw the rest of them. Probably again starting with the back would be the best move. Now we'll put you right there. We'll flip it all around. And then we probably do want to... Yeah, we do. Yeah, okay. Nope, can't... Oh, is that what it does? No, drats. I don't want to refer to the guide on this. I just wanted it to be, like, visible. So I guess I have to draw them in now. That's fine. We'll do that. We'll do blue. Nicer blue so it's easier on my eyes. Height. Heel. Do a tealer blue. Head. Shoulders. Waist. Knees. Even lighter tealer blue. Dress. Oh, hi. Oh, I can only draw on the lines. I can't add more. That's fine. Dress. Hat. Hat. Let's see. Hand. Elbow. Yeah, okay. Oh, and then we want to go a little closer for the face. We want nose, mouth, and then that's good, okay. Perfect. Now we can turn off the guy. I will turn down the opacity there. Perfect, okay. Much better. Hat. Connected those. Oh, and then I will need to add the little swirly bit on top. That's fine. I'll figure that out when I get to it. I want to go upwards on that one. And only halfway on that one. Ooh, I do want to balance it a little more, so I might have to redo both, but I don't want to, so we're going to pretend that I can get it like this, because she's much more leaning on that leg. We want that leg to be under her. Because to see if it's balanced, you really want the weight to be evenly distributed right under the head. And so if she's leaning more on that leg needs to be closer to directly under her head. So that's like mostly fine, except it's still a little off balance. That's fine. We're going to deal. Are we? Is that fine? Yeah. What do you guys think? Does that look like almost balanced, or does it look like she's gonna fall over? Should I tilt head and chest as well? Probably. Probably. Maybe eventually I could figure out how to not let the stream delay so much, because I'm like 90% sure that you guys haven't heard what I said before I'm starting this. Yeah, that looks better. That looks much better. Now to pretend I can actually get the back to match. Yeah, that's a much more lively guy. Delightful. Now I have a functional back and front. So we'll move you over here. Oh, not quite functional. Arms are still backwards. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. That's horror story stuff, not for us. Much better. Now we have a nice and functional back and front. Remy! What are those for? What is this meant to convey? I choose to believe there is a deep hidden message in these emojis, and I am not going to read them. Let's see... Emoji. So true, emoji. Oh, which direction are we turning? We're turning... this way or that way? Probably this way. Let's go see what I did over here. We had... yeah, just a half turn. That's fine. Water and soap, who can tell the difference? I can. I can tell the difference. Why is my brush not big? Is it? No, it is. I'm just not using it properly. Hat. 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 That works. That works mostly. And then her hair kind of goes boop, 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 boop. And she's still leaning a little. Oh, let's tilt this back a little bit. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Fedora Borealis. That's a very good username. Where's her nose? It's like there. Yeah, there it is. That's the face mostly. And I'll go back over it when that's necessary, but it isn't right now. Right now it is not necessary. I must reassure myself of these things. replicating angles and poses my enemy. Let's turn this down, because maybe if I just draw it right on top of it, I'll lose it less. Yeah, that seems like it might be the case. We'll lose it a little less, just a little. Is everyone still doing good? How are you doing? This is going fine, I reassure myself. Elbow here. I think part of my problem with replicating poses like this is that I'm way too picky. Like, I have a really strong sense of how it should look, like if it was 3D, but I don't have perfect replication powers, and so I just go insane instead. So, it would be both kind of over here. Well, it's like almost working. Yeah, it's working enough. And then we'll have her bow. Wait, let's turn that back on. Have the bow here. That would be kind of like that. I did a whole storyboard a couple nights ago for like an entire scene of the comic. Well, it's in like short film format in that it's animation storyboards rather than comic, which is a shame because I should really make a comic because I don't have the materials or time to make this a film, but I can only really imagine things in animation rather than in comics. I don't know how comics work. I took a whole class and I kind of know now. I know a little bit more, but I don't know how to do it in a comic. And so we're just gonna struggle. Oh, there it is. I just needed to shift the legs a little bit more. Then she doesn't look like she's gonna fall over anymore. That's much better. It's not quite proper yet, but it is better. It is much better. But I just want to like see it animated. I want an animated series of this instead of having infinite sketches in my sketchbook of nothing in particular. I wonder if I could pull up this storyboard and we could look at it. I haven't really posted it anywhere yet, so I want to know what people think of it and whether it like reads at all before I go putting it anywhere or deciding to actually put it in my portfolio. I'm not sure. So if we'd be interested, perhaps I'll pull that up. Okay, that like almost looks like she's properly turning. She's raising her shoulder though. I need that to be maintained. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, okay. There we are. And so I guess her blouse has a little bit more of that Edwardian look. Is it Edwardian or Victorian? I feel like that's it's a little bit earlier. But with the puff shoulders there. And then we have the like little bloomers peeking out. Always nice. Oh, I do need to shorten it on this side because it would be a little more in the back and a little less in the front. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Not quite at the right angle, but the idea is there. Perfect. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that angle. So that's good. That's a good start. And then I can't really. I was gonna say I could flip this one too, but it's an asymmetrical pose. So I can, but it'll be a pain to fix. We'll do it anyway. Okay, so her hat's lower on this side. She's looking the other way. Oh wait, she's looking, yeah, duh. Full turn. We're going backwards 3/4 in this one. So I need it to go like that. At least my theory is correct that I do things a lot faster streaming. This may not seem faster, but I know it's faster because I know how I usually work. And it's usually just a pain. Because I get distracted way too easily. And I do here too, but I'm keeping on task, just slightly better. Which is a pretty major improvement in my opinion. We just need to stay on task slightly better, and that's all the difference in the world. Oh wait, it needs to be, yeah, this side is up and that side is down. Cause that's where is it? No, I'm being silly. That's where. Imagine drawing on lined paper. Could not be me. Your dreams online. Sounds like a scam. This sounds like spam. Yeah, we're almost looking nice and proper. I'm not sure I'm turning them the right way, though. Am I? I don't think I am. But it should be right. Shouldn't it? No. Okay, one moment. We've got front view, 3/4 view. It'll be side view. Ah, that's where I'm going wrong. Let's flip this one. Is that right? Nope. We've just been drawing the wrong back 3/4. Cool. That's fine. You can we'll just do it again. It'll be great. It'll be great. Bop. Yes. Now we will do the right thing, probably. It's backwards, so we don't need this. We don't need this. And we'll be flipping which arm is where. Yeah, now she looks like a little more existent rather than like sad and stiff. Looking like a character. I really like the back view. I feel like it has the most liveliness of them all. 3/4 still looks like a little stiff, and I think I can pull it back, but we'll get there. So let's start with the waist, which will be kind of like that. Alright, and we're flipping the arms. So the shoulders flip. Right? Yeah, front, 3/4, side, 3/4, back. Yeah, okay, I am right. I am right. I'm thinking of this in the right direction. Good. So it would be kind of like that. And then shoulder is up and obscured. None there. Erase this. Foot right direction. Something like that. Not quite, but like right in there. Delightful. It's like almost there now. I can't believe I'm gonna have to do this 3 more times, maybe 4. Just for this application. Let's raise you up to the right level. Because I know for sure I want to do Elliot Jordan Marlin, and then I could do Gentleman Luck or Adelaide and Leonore. And that would add quite a bit to my plate, but I think if we just get Elliot, Joan, and Marlin, we'd be like fine. My application is still looking pretty incredibly sparse. But I believe in myself. We're gonna speed run it and it'll be fine. It'll be great. Let's try putting you here. I see. Her shoulders are a little low. Let's raise them back to the proper height. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to manage actually finishing this portfolio and working at a brand new job and sleeping. But we have to try. And then I feel certain it's only going to result in another rejection for the pile. But I know that I'll be super sad come about, March, if I don't put anything in. Because then I won't know whether or not I could have gotten in. Okay, well, we'll have to fix the legs because they're not quite right, but I feel like we're almost there. And then I just need a side view, which should be easier since I now have the both 3/4, front and back. It should just be nice and easy. Yep. Okay, let's try it. Let's try to do the side view now, because I can't just copy paste anything from the side view. Circle. She's kind of standing like that, so let's get that in there first. Yeah, it's like out in. Cool. Cool. Let me see if I can make this stream function any nicer. Just so we can be more at the same pace. Oh yeah, of course it's not. Bear with me here. How about that? Does that help us at all? It might help us. Not sure if there's any notable difference. So that's that's fine. We'll just continue on as is. I'll probably be disappearing soonish so that I can eat food, but I may return once I've done that, because I really do work faster when I'm streaming, even when it's just me. And I desperately need anything that can help me go faster right now. Let's see, we need a nose here. Our nose is there, and it goes like kind of like that. Hair comes in about there. I might need a full turnaround, but I don't really want to have to make it. But that's fine. We will figure that out when it comes to it. Me over detailing faces before I draw the rest of the body? No, that does not sound like me. Yeah, okay. Almost there. I don't feel like that looks too nice, but I can't quite tell. Not sure. Not sure how to do it, but we will do it nonetheless. And which leg is out? Hey. Which leg is out? It's this one. I don't know, it's kind of like that. I'll fix it in a bit. I need that arm. There we go. That's like mostly a turnaround. Delightful. And if I'm to be believed, I believe that's about 2 hours of streaming. And so I think it is in fact time for me to go and eat. And so I just want to check up on how everyone else is doing, if they've completed any fun projects, and then I'm gonna dip out, and I might be on later. We'll see. Maybe I'll move her head to the right position. That might help. Be about right there. Pog. Mr. Professional Streamer Man, how would you rate this stream? We only have the most competent of I was gonna say screams, but that's not even a little bit what I was trying to say. We only have the most competent of streams here in the Wigglebees household. Solid stream! That's a good review from Mr. Legitimus himself. I think that's where we end. Good for background sound. Always good to hear Fru talking to himself. Only the best of background sound. Delightful. Then this is where we leave off. Farewell. Have a good day. Have a good night. Nice.